move into our first short feature. So it is going to be led by Maria Kanwal and Daphne Condon, and they are both students in the EGG program. So Maria is a fourth-year PhD student in the Energy Graduate Group program and a Fulbright scholar from Pakistan. She's working on sustainability assessment of UC Davis campus housing. And Daphne is an energy systems PhD candidate studying the social, ecological implications of large-scale solar and wind development. With an interdisciplinary background in energy policy, environmental science, and geography, Daphne explores the complex systems-related challenges of our global renewable energy transition. So handing it over to you, Maria and Daphne. Sorry, let me stop my share one moment.
Maria, I can hop on and share my screen really quick.
Yeah, I think if Isabella can't do it, then yeah, you can go ahead. Thank you, Daphne.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Isabella, for the introduction. Yeah, so I have the opportunity to, along with Daphne, I have the opportunity to talk to you about our summer exchange program to SDU. This spring, I was a teaching assistant for Dr. Kornbluth's course, The Path to Zero Net Energy, which many of you may already know is a project-based course that provides hands-on experience to students in energy projects. And this year, as part of a continued collaboration between D-Lab and our Danish partners at universities, Aalborg University, Southern Denmark University, and DTU, we had some of the students in the class work on climate action plans from Danish municipalities. And this summer, those students and myself and Daphne, we got the chance to visit the SDU campus in Odense. So Daphne, if you could go to the next slide, please. So it was a wonderful experience to add on to the students already working on the climate action plans for the Danish municipalities. And it gave them the chance to witness the Danish urban planning and design, and specifically SDU campus planning as well. So SDU campus has many interesting multi-use and design and energy efficiency features. One of them which we were introduced to was the technical faculty building at SDU Odense, which is a building that consists of five different buildings, all connected by bridges, because as we know, it gets pretty cold in Denmark, and it's very convenient for everybody to be able to just be inside and travel to different parts of the building without having to go outside. And this building meets, and the rest of the campus meets the strict Danish low energy standards. One of the features that stood out to us was this large staircase that they had, which acts as an auditorium as well, and then it houses a few rooms underneath it as well, which are multi-purpose. Could you go to the next slide, please? Yeah, and so during our 2-week stay at SDU, all of us, we got the chance to attend a summer school, which is the Cities in Climate Change Summer School. In this 2-week workshop, course, we had the chance to work in groups and decide for our different groups a city that we would focus on, and take the climate action plan from that city, do an analysis of the existing climate action plan, come up with a vision of a future that we would want for that city based on their current problems, any gaps in the climate action plan that we found, and then present our final results at the end of the 2-week course. And I feel like that was a brilliant add-on to the work that the students were already doing with the climate action plans for the Danish municipalities. It gave them a very rigorous path to the end goal of building a climate action plan and working on it themselves and figuring out what were the most important parts, based on the regional problems that any city had. These are some pictures of us visiting different parts of the SDU campus, looking at their design solutions for various problems that they faced. Very simple but elegant solutions to a lot of the problems. And fun fact, continuing this collaboration, at the end of summer or beginning fall, we had some Danish students from Aalborg, Copenhagen campus, come back to UC Davis and work on the campus climate action plan, or the fossil-free plan for UC Davis, and run an analysis of the climate action plan for UC Davis, and then pass on the findings that they had to the sustainability office at UCD. They also successfully conducted a workshop on Scope 3, or consumption-based emissions, and also passed on any findings that they had from that workshop to the sustainability office at UC Davis. So I'll pass it on to Daphne now.
Perfect. Thanks, Maria. So the summer school in Odense took up most of the time of this trip. However, once that was concluded, the majority of the students actually traveled across the country to a smaller town on the west coast called Lemvig, where they were holding the Danish National Climate Conference. This was kind of an extension of our climate action research, because we were able to extrapolate some of our findings and knowledge in terms of like system thinking to many of these problems that we're facing in Denmark, in the realm of energy development. Particularly on our first day, we were able to tour a few different important facilities, including, you'll see kind of in this green ammonia picture here, we were able to visit one of Denmark's pilot plants for a quick ramp up power to ammonia system, which was very interesting. There was a lot of solar and wind on site, and we experienced a very thorough presentation about how the whole entire process works. We're also, below this, you'll see all of these pipes here. We were able to visit a small pyrolysis plant. That was interesting, as well as a lot of our undergraduate students hadn't familiarized themselves with these technologies yet, so that was their first interaction with some of these very novel energy generation technologies. So for the rest of the time in Lemvig, we were kind of bouncing in between various different talks. Most of them were in Danish, which was a little tricky for us to navigate, but it was a great networking opportunity for our students. We were able to learn a lot about not just clean energy from the Danish perspective, but also building efficiency standards and leadership. Just a great opportunity overall to really round off our experience working on climate action in Denmark.